I come from my mind. I know
BTB on a beat that's broke.
Already told me you.
Okay, so welcome back to the first podcast ever of a fat girl with a tiny microphone podcast. So this podcast is just going to be dedicated to all the fat girls who have issues that they don't know if they're relatable or not. Because I feel like I go through a lot of stuff, like mentally, physically, and stuff like that no one can relate to. And I wanted to put this energy out in the world to see, do people relate to me? Do they have the same emotions? Do they feel the same way? Do they run into the same issues, kind of thing? So, yeah. Why the tiny microphone? Not that I couldn't get another microphone, but I personally think this gives it like a little something extra. I love tiny things. I love tiny things. Like, I don't know if you guys watch like those tiny cooking videos. I love those. Obsessed. Like, they literally, like, before I go to sleep, I try to watch them. I love those. I love tiny things. But yeah, so let's get right to it. So the first thing I really want to talk about is as a fat girl, I have always been the girl like that gets, not, I don't want to say played, because I don't want to say I get played. I don't want to say that, but that gets joked around with as if they like her. Does that make sense? I don't know if you guys watch this how do I explain this? This is YouTube video. This YouTuber, he's kind of low-key. I don't know, he doesn't have a lot of followers. His name is David Dobrik. I don't know if you guys heard of him, but yeah, so he does like these couple of bits where he jokes around with Susie as if he likes her and all this stuff, right? And that happens to me too. Like, I've always been the girl that people could joke around with her, like, oh yeah, like, come, like, Kim, can you just give me a kiss? Why won't you date me? You're my girlfriend, my baby Kim. It's like, and I'm not saying like I take that serious. Like, I'm not saying like, oh my god, like, why does he joke around with me like that? Like, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, like, do all fat girls get played? Like, not played, but joked around with, because doesn't hurt my feelings. Like, I don't feel no type of way because we're friends, and I don't look at him like, or them in another form. But it's like, it makes me think, like, why do people joke around with me like that when there's clearly other females in this group? Like, why is it always me? Is it because I'm the fattest one on this in this group, and the idea of dating me is so far-fetched that you would never date me? So that's why it's okay to joke around and say that you like me, like, because no one's gonna believe that. Like, who's gonna believe that you will date the fat girl? Is it like that? I don't know. Like, I don't know, because David jokes around with Susie, right? He never jokes around like that with Carly or Erin, even though I know he can't joke around with Erin like that because she's damn near married. Or Natalie, he even like says, like, okay, Natalie, right? He even like says, no, I would never date Natalie. Like, okay, bro, like, whatever. Like, but yeah, he can joke around with Susie like that. So just things that I'm like, does that happen to everybody or just to me? Another issue that I feel like that happens to me is, I hate when people tell me what to do. Hate it. I hate when people try to control what I eat. I hate when people try to control how I exercise. I hate people that try to tell me what to do. Like, sometimes my dad will be like, you've been sitting all day, let's go outside and do something that involves exercise. And I'm like, who are you? Like, I know who he is. He's my father. He can tell me what to do, right? But I'm just like, I don't like that. Like, it makes me so upset. Like, there's literally anger that comes out of me when people tell me, don't eat this, that's unhealthy for you, or I don't think you should eat that, because it makes me want to, like, I don't know. I'm like, they're trying to help me out, but I don't know why I get so mad. I can't control it. Like, I just can't. Like, the other day, eating breakfast or whatever. I was eating some egg, and then I was reaching over to grab one piece of bread. I'm trying to do like this no carb thing, but whatever, right? So my sister says no bread, and I got so mad. Like, I literally swallowed my food because I wanted to get out of that situation, even though nothing happened. But I was so mad for the rest of the day and the next day. Like, oh my god, because I don't know why. I'm just like, in the moment when I'm so angry, I just think about so many things to say, even though I keep it to myself. But I'm just like, who are you to tell me what to do and what not to do? Like, where was this energy of not eating junk food or things that might make me feel bad or whatever 21 years ago? If you would have kept that energy back then, I wouldn't be looking like this. Like, that's what goes through my head. But again, I know, like, know me, calm me, zen me, chill me, like me, not angry me, knows that they're just trying to help me out. And I understand that, but it's just like, let me live my life, bro. Another thing that I run into is kind of feeling unworthy. Like, I'm not trying to say like fat is ugly or fat is unworthy. Like, I'm not saying that. That is far from what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I as me have self-esteem issues, and I'm not comfortable with the way I look, right? Because I look at fat girls all the time who have husbands and this and this. And that's another thing that I want to say. Like, I know I measure my self-worth by male attention, if that makes sense. Like, when Aisha Curry, I know people hated her by saying that she doesn't feel like she's beautiful or worthy or something like that because she doesn't get other males' attention. And people were so salty that, oh my god, you have a man, these hoes ain't loyal, she wants other men's attention. And I'm like, no, it's not like that. Like, she would never cheat on him or anything. She just wants to feel like she's beautiful. Like, I'm pretty sure Steph Curry makes her feel beautiful, but it's just like she wants male attention. Like it's not nothing bad, I think. And I understood her when she said that, because I feel the same way, right? I feel because I don't get male attention, or because people don't really look twice at me, males don't look twice at me, that I'm not pretty, right? Because if I would have been pretty, then I would have had a boyfriend. And that's the thing. It's like, there are so many fat girls that have boyfriends and stuff like that. But because I don't love myself, I can't put myself out there. Like, I can't express to a guy or try to be flirtatious or something like that, because if I don't even love myself, okay, now I'm getting all over the topic, but I don't know if you guys can follow along, good. If not, then I'm sorry, I know. But anyways, what I'm saying, if I don't love myself, then how can someone else love me? Like, yeah, okay, I don't know. Now I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, not feeling worthy. Yeah, not feeling worthy, and measuring myself with male attention. Like, there's so many things that I'm just like, no, I can't do that. Like, I'm fat and I'm ugly. Like, post a selfie, no, I'm fat. Take a good picture, no, I'll take it because I'm fat. Oh my god, pictures. Now that I say this, pictures. I've always hated pictures, always. And like, it's like, there's pictures of me crying as a kid, because I didn't want to be in pictures. And now as I've grown older, I'm like, I know why I don't like pictures, because I hate the way I look in them. Like, I'm not one to take selfies, I'm not one to do this, I'm not one to do that, like, because I feel like I'm not worthy because I'm fat. Like, who wants to see a fat girl take a selfie? Not me. I mean, and I'm not, like, that kind of sounded rude, like, who wants to see a fat girl take a selfie? Not me. Like, no, I just mean it like in me, like, who wants to see me take a selfie? Not me. Because I'm not saying black I'm not saying fat is not beautiful, because fat people, there's fat girls or plus size girls, however you want to say it, that are so beautiful. Ashley Graham, I think her name is, or Ashley something. I'm gonna insert a picture here. She is so pretty, and she looks like Eva Mendes to me, or something like that. She is so pretty, and there's other more plus size girls who are so pretty. But I don't consider myself one of them, so that's just my self-hate. But yeah. And I think even, like, what's her name? Morgan Adams, she talks about that. She talks about how she's never had a boyfriend and stuff like that. And I think I stem from that idea of, like, not loving yourself, because if you don't love yourself, then how can someone else love you? And I know it sounds corny, but it's true, because for me, it's like, if I don't like the way I look in the mirror, then how is someone else gonna like the way I look? I don't know. And I have so many self-esteem issues, like, Amberlynn Reed. She gets so much hate in her hate comments. I could never. I know at the end of the day she is just collecting a paycheck, putting up YouTube videos, but is it really worth it? Like, your mental health and stuff, on so much hate that she gets, like, it would not be worth it for me. I would cry myself to bed every day. And I want to applaud her, because even though she fails and fails and fails, she keeps trying and trying and trying and trying. And I think that's the biggest part. Like, you don't fail completely until you stop trying. Like, for me, I've been trying to lose weight for, I want to say, a year now. And I just go on a diet, and then I go 2 weeks and drop it. 3 weeks, drop it. My latest goal is Chloe Ting. I like her because she's fairly nice. I don't think I could ever do stuff with someone who isn't nice, because I can't be too strict on myself, I guess. But yeah, so I have done her 2-week shred. Oh my god, that was literally hell. And you know what's the worst part of her 2-week shred? Not being able to see results. I weighed myself at the start, I weighed myself at the end, and now I'm only lost 2 pounds. That makes me upset. Like, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but because I don't see results on the scale, I'm just like, then what is the point of me busting my balls so much just to not see no results? And people say all the time, you shouldn't weigh yourself, like a scale is not an accurate representation of what you're doing. And I'm like, well, I'm not out here busting my balls, depriving myself from shit I want to eat to not see no motherfucking numbers on the scale. Like, no, I want those numbers on the scale to work. But yeah, so just kind of finding that motivation is so hard when you're not seeing results. Kind of the mentality I'm trying to switch over to is like, Kim, you're not gonna lose all the weight you've accumulated over 21 years in 2 weeks. Like, come on, it's you 21 years to look the way you do. You're not gonna get it over with in 2 weeks, 2 months. Like, come on, girl, get it together. But yeah, so I accomplished her 2-week challenge, 2-week summer shred, 2-week summer shred program. No, 2 weeks shred, 30-day summer shred. Can't believe these arms right here can carry 250 pounds, like 250 pounds. I cannot believe that. My arms cannot handle, like, I've been waking up so sore. I had them, like, oh my god. And I'm trying to drink so much water and stuff, but yeah. So that's gonna be the end of my podcast. I don't know if I talked a lot. I feel like I talked forever. Watch it only be like 10 minutes. But I feel like I talked a lot. So yeah, so it's gonna be the end of the podcast for now. I'm gonna be talking about different issues. Like, I wish once I get more views, kind of just read stuff that you feel like, is it just me or is it everybody else type of thing. Like, kind of send me emails and stuff like, is it just me or does everybody go through this X, Y, and Z, ABC type of things. But yeah, so sorry if this podcast was all over the place, but it's my first one. I'm still kind of nervous. I know I'm saying like, but that's how I talk. So yeah, so see you guys in the podcast.